So this video is to give a brief overview about what I plan to do for my project. This project is going to be about the European Under-20 Track and Field Championships, which I competed at a couple of years ago. So looking at the who, what, when, and why, the who factor, this memory is mainly about my own journey, just because I was the one that was out there with a new team. But however, there will be mention about other people, such as friends and family, and how they were able to support me during this time. Looking at what happened, I competed at the European Under-20 Track and Field Championships in Tallinn, Estonia, which was in July 2021, which explains the when factor. However, what I'll also want to include in this project is sort of background detail of how I got into this sort of situation, which dates back to March 2020, and it progresses from there through to this moment. And why? Well, the main reason why I did this was because I wanted to make a bit of a change, especially in my life, and this resulted in me just training harder, and I felt like that this is just something that I wanted to do to progress as an athlete. Looking at the topic / the main idea of this project, the main topic of this memory was that I went to compete at the European Under-20 Track and Field Championships in Tallinn, Estonia. But what I'll also sort of look into in this project is a sort of reflection of how I felt from my 400 meter individual event, as it didn't go as the way that I hoped to. So that's why I'll be giving a bit of a reflection of what happened. And then after this, I'm going to explain how I was able to overcome this disappointment, as the 4x400 meter relay event took place after the 400 meter event, and it just sort of describes how I was able to bounce back from this. And then the themes that I'm mainly going to consider in this project is a determination factor, and this is how I adapted from a bad situation I experienced during the COVID-19 pandemic, and I was able to turn this around and turn it into hard work. A second factor that I'm going to consider is sort of anxiety. This was mainly from the build-up of the 400 meter event, and then just how, looking back on this, how I feel about it now and what I feel I should have done back then. And then the final factor, which is probably the main factor of this whole story, is resilience. And then, as I've previously mentioned, this is sort of from bouncing back from a disappointing performance that I'd faced during the 400 meter event, to how I was able to adapt to this and perform well on the 4x400 meter event. Thank you.